Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's happening with my peoples, though? All my taggers. What up, taggers? Man, it's your boy, respectfully solid. You know what I'm saying? One of the most solid men on the app. I want to welcome you to Solid Ground. You know what I'm saying? If it's your first time here, please make sure y'all grab a seat. You understand me? Double, I see you. I see you in the building. You know what I'm saying? And just, hey, y'all, today I got a real special show. You know what I'm saying? I got a super special show because on solid ground, you understand me? Solid ground. Okay, level up then. On solid ground, right? Solid ground is where passion meets purpose and the stories come alive. You know what I mean? Tonight we shining the light on mentors, right? And leaders. You know what I'm saying? I would consider myself a mentor and a leader. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know how to direct people in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? And these fellas, they're exactly the same way. You know what I'm saying? And on solid ground, typically, right? You guaranteed to get a nice, decent story, right? A nice passion is going to be delivered to you. Now, these fellas have a passion for mentoring people. You know what I'm saying? They've helped out a lot of people on the app in many different ways. And we're going to find out how. We're going to dive into that. You know what I mean? So by the end of tonight's show, I'm guaranteeing that you'll walk away feeling inspired by the power of mentorship and leadership. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of us have a lot to do with shaping one another's lives. You know what I'm saying? And that's a very important role. You know what I mean? Especially here on this app. I mean, when I jumped on this app, you know, I kind of, I kind of took, it was slow motion for me, but it was a natural slow motion. You know what I mean? And now going on 2 years on the app, you know what I'm saying? It's quite a few people that I'm pretty sure I've touched and they've touched me in very positive ways. You know what I'm saying? So let me explain how the show goes a little bit, right? So first, each guest, they're going to get, 30 minutes of pop, roughly, right? So first we'll explore their personal journey. You know what I'm saying? We'll find out exactly how they discovered their passion for mentorship. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll discuss challenges, and also some rewards of guiding others. You know what I mean? And then finally, we're going to reflect on the impact that it's caused, maybe even on in the communities, you know what I'm saying? And on the tag community, of course. You know what I'm saying? We all know the impact that these things can have. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes I've walked away from a show on here and chopped it up with with a neighbor or, with a coworker and gave them some game I got off the app. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep that all the way solid. You know what I'm talking about? But, right, I ain't going to hold y'all no longer. We're going to get into it right now because I got Big MF double L in the building, right? And for y'all that don't know, um, we go a long way, right? Because he was actually the first person to put me on a featured show on this app when I first got started on here. You know what I'm saying? So shouts out to that. You know what I mean? And without a further ado, you know what I'm saying? I am honored to have him here now on my featured show, which is only inevitable that I've been inspired by this man. So we're going to get to it like we do it. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, double L, what you do, man?
Congratulations again, King. Congratulations again. You know what I mean? Hello. Shout out to the room in here.
I can't hear you, Double L. Is it me or can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear Double?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
You can hear?
Can you hear me?
That's crazy. I can't.
I'm come right back. I'm come right back. Let's try again. Let's try again.
Y'all can hear? Y'all can hear me? Then what is my phone? I don't know. So y'all can hear me. Hold up. And my volume is all the way up. Let's see. Double. Hold on. It's me, Brody. It's got to be me.
I don't know why.
It's got to be me.
Ghetto everywhere I go for some reason.
There we go.
Happens to be ghetto everywhere I go. We good?
Yo, the app is and I turned off the Bluetooth, y'all.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
Hold up.
Begin.
There we go.
We good?
There we go. There we go.
Right, there we go. All right,
there we
go. All right, say less.
We'll make sure we get this. Go ahead, bro. Do your thing, man. You know
what I was trying to say was congratulations again, gang. You know what I mean? For sure. Definitely well earned, you know what I mean? Out here doing your thing and all that for real. But yeah, for some odd reason it just happens to be a little bit ghetto everywhere I go. I don't know why it does that every time, whatever. But Big Double, not the little one. I am brand new to the app, just in case y'all didn't know. I've been on the app for about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I've been on that for about 2 minutes. So if you don't have me fave, it'll be much appreciated. I'm trying to get this thing called like a top badge or something like that. Fave me. I need all the faves I could get y'all. Even though I'm brand new, I have a whole bunch of shows. Don't ask how. They'll be back. Season 4 will be back next week, y'all. Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow's back. This week now. Time flying. So we start the shows back tomorrow, y'all. This week we back, we active, and let's get that thing popping. You know what I mean? Word.
Hey, y'all already see what y'all got coming, right? I just want y'all to understand. Y'all know what y'all got coming, man. You know what I mean? So, brother, man, how you been, man? And what you been up to very, very recent, bro? You know what I'm saying?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. Right now, like I said, I got the shows coming back, so I just been, finalizing some details, getting the panels ready for a couple of weeks and stuff like that too.
Right.
Besides that, I got some clothes going on. I got some new music dropping and stuff like that. So yeah, we working.
That's 100. That's 100. Hey, look, so Double, right? I want to start off talking about how, because you, for one, you've built a strong reputation as a mentor, who's deeply passionate about helping others. You know what I mean? So, let's start by talking about how you first got involved in mentoring and leadership. What inspired you to start that, bro? What was the turning point in your life that made you want to become a mentor?
Honestly, there's a lot of gatekeeping going on, right? Like a lot of people want to like be selfish for information, and it's like, why do we do that, right? Like the more people that actually know how like the process of winning, the more of us can actually win, right? So like let's say there's a day like where I'm actually down, or one of us is actually down, somebody around us will be able to pick them up. Either way, you know what I mean? It's too much gatekeeping going on, and it's like I was raised on like, each one teach one and stuff like that too. So share what you got, man. Share what you know. Right, for sure.
So okay. So we all know, you's a top bad. We ain't gonna sugarcoat none of that. You know what I'm saying? Now check it out. At what point was it that you was like, yo, not only am I gonna be, I'm a top badge, but I'm about to help people. Like this is what it is. I want people to see this. I want people to experience what I'm experiencing. Right. You know what I mean?
Honestly, like I really had that in me for real. Even before I got my badge, I was, giving out free game and sharing the information I have. I'm like a proud example of if I can do it, like anyone can. If you know, right? So if I could do it, anyone can. So I really implement that, and I put that in the air, and I let people know, like, yo, just be yourself, have some fun, and at the same time, there's tips and tricks that we could do to, skate along and be progressive and stuff like that as well. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, and you know what? One thing's for sure is that when you were born leader, it's kind of hard to not take that to wherever you go. Right. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty difficult to not. I do it in jobs. You know what I'm saying? If I go to a job, I'm in there, I'm about to get noticed, and they're gonna be like, oh, he got manager qualities right there. You know what I mean? And it's just something that's natural. You know what I mean? And so tell us about give me give me one of like, do you have any other top badges you've created on the app? You've helped create.
For sure. For sure. 100%. There's people I've gave some advice to and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We did our thing and stuff. So yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, that's what's happening. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. See, y'all know that this mentorship, and a lot of us don't even realize that it's something that we actually do. And like he said, we giving out free game because
Right.
for a long time, people had the bad perception. They say, "Oh, the game is to be sold, not to be told," and that's completely incorrect. The game is to be told and not sold. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm gonna sell you the game, I'm gonna break it down into little bits and pieces and drag you for your money. You feel what I'm saying? So watch out for those who, you know what I mean, come at you in that fashion because you ain't gonna never get the whole game like that. If I'm gonna give you the game, I'm also gonna find a way to, you know what I'm saying, package it up a lot smaller in big doses. You know what I'm saying? That way you can really get to it. You know what I mean? To the meat and potatoes of it. You know what I mean? Let me ask you this: do you have any mentors in your own life? You have
Of course.
any?
Of course.
You know
You
what
know
I
what I
mean?
mean? Of course, there's always people that I gotta look up to and stuff like that too. I have questions I gotta ask as well. Even people that I teach on a regular basis, I still they teach me stuff. You know what I mean? I have people that I've showed some of the games to that went and passed me in crazy ways. So stuff like that, for sure.
And that's amazing. That's amazing to see that because you
Yeah.
do,
What's up?
we do gotta remain students of the game. You know what I'm saying? When you know what I mean, when you were when you in the leading people, right? When that's what you do, that's what your role, that's what your calling is,
Right.
then you gotta always continue to learn yourself. It ain't never like you got the complete game because the game changes as you elevate. You know what I mean? I remember being in a space, even you know what I'm saying, out in the world for real, when I was like, I manifested a lot of things that I was plotting on
Mhm.
before I came home from the joint, right? And
Gotcha.
when I came home from the joint, I got this book that I still got it, a notebook, and I wrote down. I'm talking about I wrote down everything that I had planned in the next like 4 to 5 years. Man,
Okay.
I ended up achieving all of that
Let's go.
within
Right.
within like 2 years and not realizing that I did it, right? But then the cold part was that because it was only a 5 year plan, I ended up at a standstill and
Uh,
not realizing I'm at a standstill. I didn't expect it to go that fast. You know
gotcha.
what I'm saying? So always stay on top of your game. You know what I'm saying, and continue to plan even further because of situations like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because you thinking it's gonna take 5, but God said, you know what? He'll go in 6 months. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? God gonna be like, hey, here goes 6 months. Now what you gonna do next? And for me,
Right.
it was a bad place because I was stagnant now. Even though I reached it, I'm getting to it, but I didn't know what my next move was. And then when you out in the world, sometimes when you don't take that time to just sit back and say, hold up. Because even back then I didn't realize that's what it was. It was my manifestation that did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize God was working. He was listening, and you know what I mean? And I
Exactly.
made the first right moves, and it just took off after that. You know what I'm saying? So stay alert, y'all. When y'all out here and y'all moving and y'all teaching and y'all reaching, stay alert. You know what I'm saying? And look for them new moves to make. You know what I'm saying? For real. Now let me ask you this: if uh if someone was to be like, um, what do you do this for? You know what I'm saying? Because I know a lot of us ain't never had that question asked, right? And I
Right.
had somebody ask me before, they said, man, what do you do this for? I didn't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? So
Ooh.
let me ask you, what do you do this for, bro?
All right. So originally, right, I'm here, for the entertainment. I'm here for the kicks, the giggles. I'm here for the good time, the vibes and stuff like that too, of course. You know what I mean? I'm here for the diamonds a little bit too, y'all. I'm here for the diamonds a little bit too, you know what I mean? But realistically, right, I have moments where people have literally came into my stream and they're like, yo, like, you're the reason I'm like smiling right now. Like, you're the reason, no exaggeration, you're the reason I'm alive right now. I've literally had people like say things like
Let's
this to
go.
me, right? So like at the end of the day, like no matter how much fun and jokes and stuff like that we do have and stuff like that, those are the reasons I am really here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really here to make sure that we're here to have a good day. I'm here to put the smiles on your faces. I'm here to spread that love. I'm here to enjoy the vibes the same way you're here to enjoy the vibes. So stuff like that for sure.
Hey, and you know what? Them vibes, that's the same thing how a smile will save lives.
Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying?
Real talk. Real talk.
Because I'm pretty sure, and this is and I'm sure a lot of y'all streamers, you know what I'm saying? Not to cut the camera on and sit and twiddle my thumbs, but a lot of y'all streamers with these powerful conversations we have in normal streams, you know,
Right.
just kicking it. Our influence is a major content. You feel what I'm saying? Because like he said, numerous folks. I've had situations that I didn't even know, and I ain't gonna lie, that warms my soul when someone walks in and they like, hey, like you don't know, like I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because of you, this, and I'm sitting back like my intention, like I didn't have that as an intention, but when you hear that and someone tells you that you helped them through something, and you know that your intentions was just being a genuine person,
right?
Man, it just helps you that much more to be like, you know what, I can't walk away from this,
right?
No?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I wanted to stay asleep, but I can't. I was taking a nap before the show. You know what I'm saying? Wifey kept waking me up, like, hey, you know it's almost showtime. You know it's almost showtime. I'm like, You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't know for real, but because of what this means to me, you know what I'm saying? What these platforms mean to us, you know, that's on here, and we're leaders. You know what I'm saying? It's important that we get on and do what we supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? So 100. Hey, y'all, if y'all just tuning in, I'm your host, Respectfully Solid. This is Solid Ground. Solid Ground is where passion meets purpose and the stories come alive. We here with Top Bass Double L, you know what I'm saying? And we just tapped into how he discovered his passion. You know what I mean? So next we're gonna be moving on to the journey, right? So the journey is where the challenges and the rewards of guiding others. And y'all might have heard a little bit of that already. It's kind of hard to not involve all of that in our conversation. But mentorship comes with its challenges, but also its incredible rewards. Can you share with us some of the most challenging moments you faced as a mentor and how you've overcome them? So first, I'm going to ask you, what are some of the toughest situations you've encountered while mentoring someone, and how did you navigate those moments? Or you can give us one moment that jump out, but I want to hear whatever you got because I'm trying to learn from this.
I got you. There's nothing in the world tougher than someone who not only asks, right, but begs you for your help, right? Begs you for your advice, and then does the complete opposite of everything you're telling them to do. Like, what was the purpose of you even coming to even? You see that 100? You see that 100? You see that 100? The 100 only pops up when I say something real. I promise you. So there's nothing worse than somebody who asks you, "Hey, what should we do? What are we gonna do?" And then you tell them word for word, plan for plan, letter by letter, right? You could literally type it out, and they do nothing you said. They do the complete opposite of what you told them to do.
Man, give us a little bit more about that. Like give me without putting them on blitting ass or nothing like that, but just give us an example. Because
if we weren't featured, I would have said a name. Oh, I had a flashback. Ooh, check me out later for that. Check me out later for that. But yeah, man, I've had people say, what should I do, right? I tell them, interact with people, of course. When it comes down to diamonds, right? I can't really say too much, but there's ways you could, move numbers if you want to do stuff like that. There's ways you could engage with people. There's ways you could like create games or just something to have your people like interact back with you, right? So I don't really care about the stuff. So I give away content. I'll give away jokes, questions. You can have that stuff, right? Like you come a lot, you see, I'll literally give that type of stuff away, right? So I'll literally give you the whole format, and then it's like you'll do like I come to your live, you just sitting there like.
And then, but then got the nerve to be disappointed. Oh, ain't nobody coming in there and hanging out. Ain't nobody doing this, and you know what I mean. And you know what? And for me, right? I'm gonna hit a couple, right? Because I've been in um, spaces where people come and their intention is to get me over there, okay? Because they it ain't shaking. They love how my room shake. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then they say, um, how come you don't ever come to my stream? Like, gang, I got set schedule. You know what I'm saying? Outside
Mhm.
of that schedule, I also, am moving around a lot. Like, I got a real world out here. And
Right.
so when I get on, I be getting on to knock my content down. But I mean, and I be wanting to say, I didn't invite you over here. I'm a streamer. You feel what I'm saying? And then it's like, okay, so what time you go on? Um, I mean, I be getting on that nice. What time do you go
What
on? You got a
time?
schedule?
What?
Let me look at your bio, right? And let me see if you got a regular schedule posted on that joint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because now is it your intent was coming over here to get me to go over there? Is that what it was?
That's what it was.
I didn't ask for nothing. I'll treat you like gold. I actually got liking for you, but I moved the way I move because that's how I'm supposed to move. This is how I'm moving. This is what works for me. Now let me tell you, it's okay for you to not. I'm not gonna be mad if you don't come over here and your stream is popping.
I probably won't
What?
even remember. I probably won't even miss you. But either way, go ahead. Another topic.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mind, it's popping, but guess what? How about we start with you getting the background? You know what I'm saying? Give people something to look at, something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this, let's do that. I went into people that really was upset because I didn't have time, but I got 4 days of content.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I got four
Right.
days of content. And then really it'd be seven. It's really 7 days, but on mine it's four. You
Exactly.
know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Now if you want to do something, I can help you in the background and I can even help you get it popping. It's with intent. But I'm not I don't like to twiddle my thumbs. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
How many times we ain't spent on this stream talking, when people walk in, they swear the room is full. I've been in here talking to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
Right.
doing,
Right.
I'm just keeping it going, talking to myself straight up. You know what I mean? Hey, so now, hey, if y'all just tuning in, this is solid ground, man. You know what I mean? Solid ground, you guaranteed to hear about people's passions. Now, solid ground, it's whatever you got a passion for. If you got a passion for playing hacky sack, let's talk about it. You know what I'm saying? If you got a passion for jump rope, let's talk about it. You
Uh-huh.
know what I'm saying? If you got a passion for traveling, please let's talk about it. Let me know. Bring your passport and
Right.
show us the places you done been because there's a lot of people that we can influence and inspire by telling our stories of passion, y'all. You never know who can be the next millionaire right off of their passion. So I'm just saying, rock with us. So now, hey, double. So what have been okay? So what has been like the most rewarding aspect of mentoring others, and what keeps you motivated to continue?
Ooh, all right. So there's nothing in the world like the feeling of somebody who gets their top badge at the rundown and they say your name, like, shout out to Double for helping me. I'll be like, woo, ah, woo, 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 woo.
Yeah. That's touching.
For sure.
That's touching because I remember early in the game when I first was on, and someone I'm talking about. I didn't realize that I was, that I jumped out that much to them, and I was just a
Right,
little small fry. You
right,
know what I'm
right,
saying? I probably had 700K diamonds. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple attempts at some content.
right.
You know what I mean?
Look at you
And
now.
they got their badge, and they definitely mentioned my name, and I was just like, whoa.
You almost shed
I
a
was
tear
like,
too,
yeah.
huh?
What? And I'm a crybaby. I am a crybaby. I'm a
I feel it.
crybaby, man. Big old sugar bear, Papa Bear, like my wife called me. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right,
Papa
right,
Bear. You understand me? So that is very, very powerful. And a
right.
lot of folks don't know. Like, shit, man, I tell you, on my stream regularly, you know what I'm saying? It's always those types of moments happening. You know what I mean? And we got to realize we got to keep doing this because there's people that's like, they'll come in here and they'll come on tag. And a lot of y'all know this. Y'all know this. We all do this. We'll walk up in there, and when we don't see the people that we rock with on, we ain't even testing new waters. We getting off that. We'll check it 50 times a day before we just go roaming and running into just anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I recommend I do recommend that y'all start swimming in a little different waters because it's only, and man, look, man, it's only a couple steps away of actually running into something amazing. You know what I'm saying? You do be trying. You do be trying. Now, look, okay, so tell me this, right? We finna tap into the impact of mentorship. You know what I'm saying? So, mentorship is a two-way street, right? It impacts not only the mentee, but also the mentor.
Right.
Let's talk about how mentoring has shaped your life and the lives of those you've guided. So, how has mentoring others enriched your life or changed your perspective of leadership?
Um, it's like a constant race, right? Like at the end of the day, like you want your apprentice to get better than you, right? But you don't want them to ever be better than you at the same time. If that makes sense, right? So the more I teach, the more I'll learn. Right. So it's about that constant balance. Like the better I make sure you get, the better I gotta make sure I get as well too. So it's like we always gonna keep constantly, you know what I mean? So as soon as you get close enough right here, it's like, yeah, I want you to reach Pat, but still, as soon as you get here, I'm going again, right? So that's what it's about.
I think that's important. That's important because
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
it kind of feels like, yeah, when you pouring life into each other, right? Um, I want you to be out on your own and be able to give me some good game or inspire me some more,
Right.
because as we mentor, as we, teach people and lead them in a certain direction, we start to learn things about ourselves. You know what I mean? We start to learn important things about ourselves. And we might even hit a spot where it's like, well, hold on, I can't even go to you no more. And being a good mentor is also having that grace. You know what I'm saying? I believe having grace to say, okay, I understand what they're going through right now.
Right.
I know what the issue is. How can I deliver it without being disrespectful, without being too aggressive, maybe, or without letting it be about me?
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying? Without
Yeah.
letting it be about
Sure.
me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I don't want to live through you. I want you to live you. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do what you do and what's best out of you. I want to see that come up out of you. You know what I'm saying? And still, it ain't me.
Exactly.
It's not even me. I was just the guide. You know what I'm saying? You had to take those steps. You had to make that thing work. You had to believe what I was giving you. You know what I'm saying? You had to believe. So when you see what I see, then that's all, I'm already seeing what I'm giving you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just something that you might have not seen for yourself because it's something you can't see when you look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? What we have inside, you can't see when we look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? You can only see from our actions. You know what I'm saying? From that spirit from within. You know what I'm saying? So when you radiate that and people are so receptive to that, and sometimes I've questioned myself and be like, what is it? What do they see? You know what I'm saying? What is it that they see? But I know that whatever they see, I don't want to let them down. You know what I'm saying? So let me get to working. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying? Because I don't want to let you down when it comes to something like that. You know what I mean? Now, okay, so let me ask you this. What kind of feedback have you received from people you've mentored, and how has that influenced you?
Um, Mostly, mostly good, of course. Especially people that actually follow and stuff like that too, for sure, for sure. I've seen people that I've taught teaching other people, so that makes me feel even better about it. You know what I mean? And it's not about you copying what I do or anything like that. It's about like this is the blueprint. You take it and you implement it however you want to go about it and do your thing with it. So I've seen people take it, do their own thing. Like I said, I've learned from the people that I've taught. I love it. 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 Word.
Yeah, the inspiration is real.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? When people inspire, because I see it. You know what I mean? I see it because there's a lot of, this show by itself. Um, it was, it was, it was inspired by sitting back and just hanging out on the stream. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? People saying, you know what? I'm trying to find a solid foundation. I'm trying to plant my feet on solid ground. Well, how do we
Right.
do that? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I think the best way to do that is to share what we love. Because when you be yourself, you start to find your people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You start
Right.
to find your people. You know what I'm saying? I got homies that, others might be like, he's weird, bro. Like, why you hang with him? I hang with him because he know he weird. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And he ain't
Exactly.
trying to be nothing else. You know what I'm saying? And I find his weirdness very humorous. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? And his heart is super big. You know what I'm saying? And I see all that, and that's why I hang with them. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Real
Why do I
talk.
hang with you now? Is the question. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? If you you know what I'm saying? Now I'm starting to
Real talk.
question
That's
why
real
I
talk.
hang
That's real
with
talk.
you.
That's
You
real
know what I
talk.
mean?
Mhm.
And for real, for real. Now, bro, check this out, right? We I appreciate you being here, but leave us with one last thing, right? If
Uh,
someone who you saw had natural leadership and had a nice following behind them, and they came to you and said, "Man, people been looking for me to people been asking me a lot of questions about mentoring. I don't know how to really, I don't know if I got that." What would you tell them? What would you leave
Um,
something with everyone who can use some advice about mentoring?
all right, so in all aspects of life, right? There's no right way, there's no wrong way, right? You follow what you believe in, and whoever's supposed to be around you will gravitate towards you. It is what it is.
Man, look, hey, there it is. There, be yourself and find your folks, man. Hey, look, Big M F L, bro. I appreciate you, my boy.
Yes,
It's
sir.
been a long time
This was fun.
coming. You know what I mean? It's
Fun.
an honor. You know what I mean? Count me in when them seasons get cracking. Let me know so we can line up these times and see what's up. You know what I
Let's
mean?
do it.
Count me in, gang.
Make it
You know what I
happen.
mean? Now go ahead and plug yourself one last time, brother.
Let's make it happen. Big double, not the little one. Y'all already know. I am officially the most ratchet streamer on the whole app, just in case you did not know that. So before you fade me, keep that in mind. I am the most ratchet streamer on the whole app. I have a whole bunch of shows. We'll be back starting tomorrow. This whole week we book, we busy. Yo, anytime you need me, King, let me know. You know what I mean? Anytime. Let's get these on the show, y'all. Let's do it. Hello.
That part. Y'all see what it is, right? Man, look, check this out. That was a man, listen. You know what I mean? He has quite a unique personality. That's one thing. You know what I'm saying? He has very unique personality. And that's what we love about Solid Ground. So if y'all just tuning in, I am respectfully Solid, one of the most solid men on the app. This is Solid Ground. We here every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Solid Ground is where passion meets purpose and the stories come alive. Now, my next guest, you know what I'm saying? This is, man, listen, me and this brother been through this struggle. He been through the struggle with me. For y'all that don't know this man, y'all gonna get to know him because this is one of the most genuine um, this is one of the most genuine men that I've linked up with on this app, and it was a day one thing. So, without further ado, man, hey, Goya Greenz, man, come, come to the box. You know what I'm talking about? Come to the box.
Trying to get
Oh
make sure my life is right. What's going on,
yeah,
beloved?
oh yeah,
What's going
oh yeah,
on?
oh yeah.
Shishi, what's going on, beloved? How are y'all? How are y'all tonight, man?
Man, you already know, bro. This is always we be doing this after the show. And that's the crazy part. We be
That's
doing
the
this
crazy
right
part. But
here.
you know what? I always You know, I always love to come in, you know what I'm saying? Even if I'm spreading something to somebody or if I'm trying to, put somebody on to something, I always love just coming in here because it's an energy that's unmatched. I go in certain
Man,
lives
I
and I'm just like,
appreciate that, gang. I appreciate that.
this again.
Man, look, bro, introduce yourself for those that don't know you, man.
Yo, man, I'm 2G's Goya Green. Of course, it says something else right now, but excuse the personality, multiple personality syndrome that I carry sometimes. 2G's Goya Green, your favorite cameraman. You know what I'm saying? So I do videography for a lot of top badges and a lot of VIPs and a lot of streamers on the app. I don't go live. So if you see me live, you can pop in, say what's up. I don't bite. I really don't. I really just be sitting here editing and listening to some oldies or listening to some soft music because I heard that's what the ladies be like this. So, you know what I'm saying, through my trials and mentorship, I heard that's what they be liking for real. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Whoever
Okay,
mentored
so
you.
Shishi, I'm happy you asked that. Gregory Greenington is the melanated version of Raymond Reddington. If you know who Raymond Reddington is,
The melanated version.
you
He
know what I'm
said the
saying? So
melanated version.
Gregory Greenington is the melanated version of Raymond Reddington. If you know, you know. You know what I mean?
If you know. Hey. So for y'all that don't know, like he said, he is, he does do videography, and he is solid grounds videographer. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I feel like I was saying that word wrong. That's why I've kind of
No,
stuttered.
it's always
I'm
past the
saying it
present
right.
tense. That's the only
You know
thing
what
it
I mean?
is.
It is. It's kind of like not knowledgeability. You know what I'm saying?
Knowledgeability.
Like knowledgeability. Is it Googleable? Googleable. Yes, I'm Googleable. Hey, so right, check it out though, right? So Goya, man, listen.
Yeah.
Um, let's you've made a very lasting impact as a community leader, right? Who inspires
Mhm.
others to reach their potential. Can you start by telling us how you discovered your passion for leadership and what motivated you to take on that role and guide others?
Okay, so it goes back to my time in the penitentiary.
Mm,
And basically, for everybody who know, I caught a case when I was 17 years old. So I was locked up from the time I was 17 to the time I was 22. So within that time, I started, practicing Islam. I was Muslim on the outside, but we all know we ain't doing all that on the outside beforehand. And plus, keep in mind that I am 17 years old. So I'm not an adult. I'm nowhere near an adult. I'm a teenager running around acting crazy, and basically after I did some time, I did about maybe I was already like 3 years into my bid, and I've been to Rikers Island, I've been to the adolescent facilities, I've been to the box. Uh, Basically, I've landed myself in a place called Wyoming Correctional Facility, which is like Buffalo, New York, like 20 minutes outside of Buffalo. That is where I basically took leadership seriously, and basically was like trying to basically go and tap into the younger brothers, even though I was 19 at the time. So I felt like it was like, all right, it's brothers in here coming in here younger than me. And then there's brothers that's older than me that don't know how to act, don't know how
yeah.
to present themselves, don't know how to go about situations without having some form of aggression attached to it.
Mhm.
And so now the Imam, he basically appoints the Amir. Basically, the Amir would be the leader of the Muslims in the penitentiary, in the jail. So basically, he appointed me. And I'm like, why? And he was like, well, a lot of brothers follow you around. And you know Arabic. And you was teaching the brothers Arabic. You was teaching the brothers how to pray. You was teaching them all of this stuff about the deen. You teaching them these things. And like, you could become so much more than a teacher. This is a civilian telling me this. The outside imams are civilians.
Oh yeah.
So he's telling me this stuff. He's like, you have it. Like you have that demeanor with you. You have that energy with you. You have it. Like when you walk, like people follow you. Even the brothers that's older than you. And he reminded me again, like, how old you are? I'm like, I'm 19. He was like, and brothers who's 2 times your age follow you around in the yard. they follow you. Like they literally be like, "Yo, what you about to do, beloved?" Woo, woo. And I'm like, I mean, but I'm just thinking they cool with me. Those my brothers.
You had a voice at a very young age. You had a voice.
Exactly.
That's different when you got a voice at a young age amongst a bunch of barbarians. You know what I'm saying? For real.
And yeah, the voice is basically the voice of peace, tranquility, and diplomacy. Because that's basically, that's basically what they sent me in. They sent me in to be the diplomat. Like, hey, we got problems with these people. We need to send you in to talk first because we don't want to go to that other extent. We don't want to go to that extent. We don't want to go to the violent extent. We want to come. We want to go in the peaceful route first. And if anything else has to happen or transgress past that boundary point, then okay, cool. So I'll go in and talk first. Hey, brother, come sit down and what I'm saying. Let's chop it up. Let's come to a common ground where I don't walk away feeling like I'm being slighted. You don't walk away feeling like you're being slighted. We're gonna meet in the middle. We're gonna handle things the way we're gonna handle things without nothing happening, nothing transpiring past this conversation. So I've handled a lot of things in the system like that, like just by talking to brothers, and they'd be like, well, I just felt like, I was like, well, listen, brother, it's not like that. And I could guarantee you it's not like that. Right. And I was a person who was listened to. So when I had that leadership, it was like, and then brothers just kept reminding me that he's like, yo, you're 19, man, what? When you get out, you gonna be this, you gonna be that. And I'm like, okay. I didn't see it because I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to get up out of here. I'm not really trying to stay with y'all. I ain't really trying to stay. I mean, they really don't understand, and they really don't know that the pleases and thank yous doesn't mean you're any less of a man. It basically takes you into a realm where a person sees you as not aggressive, and that's where you got the 300-pound dudes in the yard. They gorilla beat on chest all day, and it's like, no, I don't approach that way. I could do that as well, but I did it in the street, and it didn't get me nowhere but in here.
No, and that's a powerful. That humility is a powerful diffuser. You know what I'm saying? Because we A alike, B alike. You know what I'm saying? I've walked through them yards, and it's funny you say that because I wasn't 19, but at about 21, nothing. Whenever there were situations, I looked at. I think it's it had to have been the leadership of my father though that gave me that, because there will be it was always situations that can go real bad, and that it might have been like 21, 22. The G homies on the yard would ask me what I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize until later on. You see others getting offended that I'm being asked these questions, and then when you got people that's 35, 40 years old going, "You're right, young homie. Hey, look, this is how we gonna do it," and tell the rest of them, offer the advice I give. You know what I mean? But I'm also looking at it from a warrior's standpoint too. You know what I mean? Not a crash dummy. You know what I'm saying? But
no. Far from that, beloved.
Back then I was with all the activities, but it got to be real. Like, we're not gonna go off of this false feeling you had. This person has a false feeling. Not saying that you didn't feel it. Not saying that it didn't rub you that way. But what we saying is that ain't what it is, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I never was the one to even take it that far. Like, we don't need to take it there.
No, it's ugly when it goes there. It's not fun for no one. It's not fun for anybody. You know what I'm saying? No. And because it's like a thing of, especially amongst men. You know what I'm saying? Where a lot of men think that that's from being tough. No, I'm scared right now. You know what I'm saying? So because out of scared, we was watching Power, and dude said, "Oh, Ghost is scared right now." He was like, "Oh, that ain't good for nobody." You know what I'm saying? If he's scared,
the scared one is going to be the one to do something first, and people always overlook that fact.
It's not okay.
You always overlook that. Like, people who are scared, they're willing to go to the furthest extent, further than people who you would think they be talking all that rah-rah. The scariest person is the one who's willing to go to the fullest extent to make sure they come out unscathed.
No, they turn into gate huggers. We call them gate huggers. Because when it's going down, they on the fence like this, trying to get out of there. You know what I mean? So, hey, but look, if y'all just tuning in, This is solid ground. I'm respectfully solid on solid ground, guaranteed to hear, people discuss their passions, right? We tap into their passion, how they discovered it. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
then we tap into the journey and also the impact. Now, I see y'all see the twist. We got
Mhm.
mentors on the app, leadership on the app. You know what I'm saying? And then we got people who find leadership inside of the outside on the outside world and then bring it in to this situation on this
Mhm.
streaming platform in different places. You feel what I'm saying? So our brother Goya just told us how he discovered his passion for leadership from being, while he was incarcerated at a young age and older people around him seeing this. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I mean, y'all look, man, look. I can't wait to hear some more. So Goya, let me ask you this. Um, there's a lot of challenges, right? Leading
Mhm.
others can be a complex challenge,
Mhm.
right? So, but it also brings incredible joy and fulfillment at times too. When you like, okay, I made that happen. Next
Right.
time, it took a little longer this time. Next
Mhm.
time, I got to say this so I can figure out this thing a little quicker. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
let me ask you, what are some of the
Why look at
biggest
me still out Mr.
obstacles? All right, what are some of the biggest obstacles you faced as a community leader, and how did you overcome
When someone fails and they come back to you with their failure story.
them? That's similar to what Double L said.
When they
That's similar.
fail.
I gave.
It is crazy because when he was talking, I felt that because it's like I had a person fail on tag and in real life. It's like there, like I took the information you gave me and I thought I applied it to certain ways, and that's how I overcame that. Learning for myself, every method don't work for everybody.
No.
Every method is not for everyone. So when the person come back to me with their failure story, like, hey, I did this, I did that, I help one of my mentees set up their first auction event. So I'm giving them the game, what they need to do, how they need to set up their admin team, set up another team, set up this, set up that, make sure everything's organized, and it goes bloop, down the drain, whoop, and they fall apart as well.
Mm,
So the main thing was like, oh snap, okay. So basically, what it did, instead of taking it as what are you trying to say? What I said to you didn't work. I had to rework myself and say, okay, that didn't work for you. So let's go back into the game tapes, figure out what happened, and figure out how we could recoup and recover off of what happened wrong. Because what the things that happened right for a reason. The things that you felt were incorrect or the things you felt were not given their just due, we have to go back and reevaluate those things. And that's something that I couldn't learn in there because in the streaming world is different. So it's like, once somebody fails, they feel like, oh, it's over. I don't want to do this no more. And they're just like go in straight panic quit mode. Like, and I'm like, no, like, you're good at this. Like, it's just one thing is not going to dictate the rest of your career. One bad thing or one failed event is, or what you call a failure, because when I got other people's opinion, they was like, oh, we liked it there. So it's just what lens are you looking from? What lens are you looking at the situation from? Are you looking from that top down and you looking at everything full circle, or you just looking in one direction, is looking at just the negative and you are not adhering to the positive?
mm.
We just looking at the negative parts, like, this went wrong, this went wrong, this went wrong, but how many
But
things
what
went
went
correct?
right?
Yeah, how many
Look
things
at
went
what
right
went
though?
right. That's
You
what I
understand
did.
me?
Listen,
How many
and
how many
you
things went
preaching
right?
to the deacon right now because you know it's and you know what, for a lot of and I'm gonna say this. That's why when I feel like when mentoring, it's important to say, okay, look, here go the sauce, right?
Mm-hmm.
Taste it. You might like your sauce a little sweeter. You might like it a little more spicy, but this is
Mm-hmm.
the sauce I created. So now my sauce doesn't mean that you can't, shape it to be yours. You can't add the ingredients needed to be yours. You feel me? Because yes, I gave you a plan what worked for me, but it was really for you to see the whole outlook and outline of it and do it for you now. You know what I'm saying? And that's important. That's important because if that's not taken into place, yes, we can. It's not your leadership that did it, but the language. And we talked about the power of words. You know what I'm saying? We've been on that all week. It's the power of words. And one word can take the entire situation that you're creating and flip it. One word.
Yes. And you can look at something totally different just with changing one word to something. You can look at something totally different.
One word. And that's like, being in a system, right? Having to, file paperwork and stuff like that, having to do a you filing a motion. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you got to do your casework, case studies, filing a motion for paperwork. You got to be
careful with your language. Because they will throw it right out and not even look at it if you put one word in there incorrectly. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's important that the language is there. And I feel you on that because people will get to a certain point and they think that it's a failure. Like, nah, it's not a failure. You got to doctor it up and do your own thing. Take the big part of the game that I'm trying to feed you. You feel what I'm saying? Snack on that. Take it in, snack on that. And then, push it out on yourself. You know what I'm saying? Right. Put it out the way you see fit. You know what I'm saying? Pure T, what up? And so, okay, bro. So let me ask you this. How do you maintain your passion for leadership and stay connected to the people you're helping?
I would have to say availability. Being available for the people that I mentor, especially here, being available at some times where it's not tag related, but it's tag related. If you know, I'm saying it's tag related, but it's not really tag related. And then having that person either have hurt feelings or feel a certain type of way, and they contact you after business hours. You understand what I'm saying? And being available for those people to actually sit and talk them off the roof sometimes.
Nah, that's one. That's real.
Sitting there, and basically, because that's the back and forth. That's the mentor-mentee relationship. They would have something. They would have an idea. They would have something they want to do, and they'll come to you, whatever. But it's those other times where it's other stuff that affects them, and it's either personal or spiritual or emotional, and you still have to be right, Shen. You still would have to be that person to say, "Hey, okay, let me shape you up real fast because I think you trying to fall apart on me. You try to fall apart. So let me get you back right real fast, and put things into perspective to whereas it would be something that leave on them. It'll be a lasting impression of something left on them. Like, I really called my mentor at 2 a.m. He picked up and spoke to me for an hour and calmed me down and got me right. Yeah. Whereas it's like, I know back in the days, I wouldn't have been available for nobody. What? My business hours is from 9 to 5. But it is certain times, especially in our streaming community. We all know as streamers, people who, have stuff going on and they don't have stuff going on and they want to have stuff going on. I find that real passion where it's like, okay, somebody say that sentence that I just said, like, I called this person and they answered me and they got me good. Now I'm good enough to continue my day. I'm good enough to continue my night. I'm okay that I have someone that I could call on and they'll give me solid advice. They would give me something tangible to hold on to and I could work with on my own. And that's what keeps me really grounded in mentoring people and actually being that confidant and having people to go to. Like, hey, listen, I know I could go to Goya if I ever run into something, or if I ever, I could go to Goya and I could call them and I could be like, hey, listen, I need to talk to you about something. I need your opinion on something. I need your outlook, or I need your viewpoint on something. And it's like, okay, well, what you got?
Yeah, Goya found solid ground. You know what I'm saying?
What? You see how that works?
Man, listen, when folks see that you found solid ground, they want to see that. They want to know, they want to experience that. And that's what we're here for, to make sure everybody gets to experience something that's very attainable. It's
Yes.
not like you can't attain that. You got to believe in yourself more than what I believe in you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Straight up. You got to believe in yourself more than I believe in you. You know what I'm saying? Because then the support is real. You know what I
Right.
mean? My belief turns into complete support. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Straight up. Hey, y'all, this is solid ground, right? I got one more question for my partner
All
right
right.
here.
Yeah. I'm looking at
Okay,
the
so
time.
check this out. Check this out, right? So Brody, um, the impact, right? How
Mm-hmm.
has leading others changed your perspective on life and on your own personal growth?
Um, it's oh man, for my personal growth side, is meeting a lot of different people from different backgrounds. Like being on here is like experiencing the world through my cell phone. I could go in a live and experience something from some other country
Yeah,
and
you
sit
you
there
you
for
done been
20
to the
minutes
Philippines and shit. You
and
know,
sit there for 20 minutes and talk to them about stuff, and they'd be like, wow,
yeah,
this is I remember I was like, wow. You know, you learn so many things. You be in the Philippines, you be in I be in the Indian joints too.
yeah.
And they be talking about tech stuff. Because I also, I do computers and I do tech stuff. I do stuff like that. So it's like when I go to them, I'll be talking to them and it's like, wow, I could learn from them. I learn and I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, well, I know about this too. And I know it's basically experiencing the different backgrounds and the different cultures. Even when I came to your live, it's a different background, it's a different culture, it's a different way of life, it's something different about you that would make me come here and sit and be like, I could sit and listen to this man speak because I know I'm gonna leave here with something. I'm not
Man,
just gonna pull up here and just sit here and be like, oh, that's just another person live. Let me swipe up. No, I'm gonna leave here with something. I'm
it's
gonna leave
important.
here.
It's important to enter spaces with an
Yes,
open mind and not a critical eye. You feel
yes.
what I'm
I
saying?
do tell my mentees
Open
that as
mind,
well.
not a
Open mind.
critical eye. You know what I'm
Open
saying?
mind, clear
Because
heart, because you can't come in, you can't go into spaces, especially other people's spaces, and expect to get what you want out of it. No, you're gonna leave what you need with it. You're gonna leave what you need
what
to
you
leave with.
need, baby. I got
You're
what
not
you
gonna leave with
need.
what you want. You're not
I
gonna
got
get
what
what you
you
want.
need.
You'll get
You
what you
gonna get
need
what you need
and
out
bust
this
your feet up.
joint.
Beat your feet.
Hey, Goya, it was amazing having you back, bro. You
Nah,
know,
man, amazing.
Goya
Always
is
being here, man.
always here. He's always here, y'all. Go ahead and plug yourself one last
I
time.
thank y'all. You already know it's 2G's Goya Green, your cameraman, favorite cameraman. I do graphics and media for a lot of people on the app, including Solid Ground. I am a mentor, Top Batch Strawberry Red's mentorship program, hence the me being the whole mentor came from. If you want more info on that, you can just hit that little IG button. I'm always available. If that little green dot is on and I don't answer, please be patient with me. I have 3 different devices and they're all on the same Instagram. So if one, so it's
Right.
like I may be online, but I may not be online because that phone may be all the way on the other side of my house. Understand what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't go live, y'all. But please believe it, please. I do enter mentorship through audience side of streaming. So I know what the audience would like to see, and I know what they want to see. So just please, if you have anything, please feel free to hit me up. Solid,
Y'all
I
make
thank
sure
you
y'all
again,
put
my
in my
brother. I
book.
humbly
Man, you
appreciate it.
already
I
know what it
humbly
is. We
appreciate
locked
you,
in, Brody. We locked in. You already know what it is, fam. 100, 100. Hey, y'all. Y'all, man, listen. Another great one for the books. You feel what I'm saying? Solid ground. We here every single Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you would like to be part of Solid Ground and you have a passion that you just can't wait to talk about because you ain't found another space where people actually care, Big Solid care. You know what I'm saying? And all my viewers care. So make sure y'all pull up, tap in with me, tap in with Nikki 24/7, or tap in with KK. You know what I'm saying? And just reach out on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that y'all hit us up because guess what? We found solid ground and we want you to find the same thing. You dig? I appreciate all you being here. Mentorship is real. Leadership is real. Y'all stay tuned and take care of your leaders and mentors. Solid ground, solid ground.